Hi there, friends. Good morning, and welcome to day three of our Disney trip. So originally for today we had decided to do another day at Hollywood Studios, but we ended up breezing through all that we wanted to do in Hollywood Studios and more on our first day. And so instead today we decided to now come to Animal Kingdom, since we did not have that in the original plan and wanted to do that. Now we're got up this morning, we're here. Unfortunately, Dad got in the longest bag check line here, so yeah, we've got a little bit before we're gonna get in, which is unfortunate, but we'll make it do. So anyways, I'll see y'all later.
Man, it's cold.
About 10 minutes or so to go to the restrooms first. All right.
To welcome you to the Harappan Wildlife Reserve, one of the largest and most beautiful animal parks you will visit anywhere.
Here in Harambe is Twin Day, and Twin Day means let's go! Jumbo everyone, welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Kara, and I'll be your safari guide for the next 2 whole weeks. However, it may only be like about 20 minutes to you, so do not worry. Is this anybody's first time on safaris today? Show of hands really high in the air. Okay, a few of us. Welcome, welcome. Well, it's mine too, so it's really crazy how that all works out. End of a brown animal with some black and white stripes on its legs. That is the okapi. Now the okapi might look like it's related to the zebra with those black and white stripes. We'll get back to the okapi in just a second, but there's a bongo here as well that's right next to the truck on the right. But the okapi right there might look like it's related to the zebra, but it is not. Its closest relative is actually the giraffe. They have really similar skull structures, so their head shapes are kind of the same. But they also have a really long tongue as well. That tongue of theirs can get to be about 16 inches long, so long that they can lick their own eyeballs if they want to. Crazy, right? Unfortunately, rhinos are pretty endangered animals, but they have no natural predators. Their biggest threat today are humans. This is because in some cultures, a rhino's horn is thought to have medicinal purposes. Saddle-billed storks. They get their name because of the little yellow saddle shape that's on top of their bill. They can get to be about 5 feet tall, and their wingspan can get to be about 9 feet across. So about the length of that canopy that's above your heads right now. It's just over here by this stump that's sticking out of the water. I wonder if we can get a better view of that. But we are keeping an eye out for any more shadows moving through the water or bubbles. That could be a pretty good sign of hippos. Looks like there's a little one just hiding behind the rock if you look over here. That's the shoulder. So they do spend most of their day in the water. They have pretty sensitive skin, so this time in the water does help to protect their skin. Nile crocodiles. Now, when fully grown, Nile crocodiles can get to be about 16 feet long and 500 pounds. Now, though they are pretty big and mighty animals, they're actually fairly caring parents, or at least as caring as crocodiles can be. Really big horns. That is the Ankoli cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, named after the tribe that first domesticated them, the Watusi tribe. They're some of the only domesticated animals out on the savannah, and they use those really big horns of theirs as thermoregulation. So what that means is that they're going to circulate blood through those mostly hollow horns, and that helps to cool themselves off. Now also over here is my favorite animal, the giraffe. Giraffes are the tallest animals in the world at about 18 to 20 feet tall. So when a baby giraffe is first born, it's already born at about 6 feet tall. And giraffes do give birth standing up, so the very first thing that a baby giraffe will experience in life there is another giraffe. Some more Ankoli cattle, but if you look a little bit further towards the back over there, there are some more brown animals with some long, thin horns. Those are the sable antelope. Now the sable antelope are the official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve here, as they are known for their strength. So in a fight or flight situation, they're typically ones to fight, as opposed to run away from their predators. Now there is the rest of the zebra group just over here. Now actually no two zebra stripes are the same. It's kind of like your fingerprint. So when a baby zebra is first born, their tongues are kind of a bluish purple color, and it is actually believed that that bluish purple color helps to prevent their tongues from getting sunburnt, because they do eat for about 20 hours a day. So that is quite a long time. Oh my God. Here. So one way you can tell that they are African elephants is because of their ears. Now African elephants have these really big ears that are kind of sort of in the shape of Africa. If you use your imagination. Alright my friends, we made it. That was a pretty close one, but do not worry. You have the best safari driver out there, so I got you guys. No need to worry. And now there over on the right hand side is a better view of those wildebeest, springbok, and the eland over there.
Oh, I like the little ones.
Some flamingos over here on the left hand side. These are greater flamingos, and a group of flamingos like this one is called a flamboyance. Now flamingos are not hatched that pink color, they're actually hatched more of a grayish color. And then over time they get that pink color from the food that they eat, which contains beta carotene in it. Now this beta carotene is found in brine shrimp and other crustaceans, which is found in the water. So they have a pretty cool way of eating it actually. So they will dunk their heads upside down underwater, grab their food, pick their heads up, and then strain the water out of their beaks by using slits on the tops of their beaks. Kind of like having a pasta strainer in their heads. Left. These are white rhinos, so they can get to be much bigger than their cousins, up to about 5,000 to 6,000 pounds. Yeah, quite big, right? Now, they also will travel in groups, unlike their cousin. They like to travel in a group, and a group of rhinos is called a crash. And you might also notice that there is a mud wallow next to them here. Now, rhinos do like to roll around in mud wallows on high nose. It's the Afrikaans word for wide, because they have these wide, square-shaped mouths. And then over time, it was just misheard and mistranslated into white rhinos, and the name just kind of stuck for them. Right here, there is a male lion taking a little nap just right there. Now, lions do rest for about 20 hours a day, which is almost as much rest as I need. And they do their hunting at night, so the females will do the hunting, and the males will stay back and take care of the cubs and the rest of the pride. Now, they will communicate with each other by roaring. Looks like there's a female just across from that male there. So they will communicate with each other by roaring, and those roars can be heard from up to about 5 miles away. Alrighty, so we are now headed into the final part of the reserve. This is Magadi Glen, home to the warden's post. And the warden does take care of all of the animals out on the reserve here, including these cuties that are over here on the left-hand side, the Nigerian dwarf goats. Now, although they are small, these Nigerian dwarf goats are fully grown, and Nigerian dwarf goats are dairy goats, which means that they produce milk, cheese, and all sorts of other dairy products. And so farmers will head to the market with all the conservation projects we do here at Disney and all around the world as well, since Disney will send out grants to other conservation projects to help them with their efforts.
Mickey Mouse.
He's got a lot going on there. He's got the wings.
It's the bird from Or it is not Kevin. It's Kevin. You should be in mobile order on that time. Mobile order pickup, number 1.
I feel like once we get back inside, it's not a
Before then, it was just. That's fair.
I'm interested with this Liechtenstein accent.
What'd you say? Liechtenstein?
Accent.
Yeah.
Come in the right direction.
Oh wow. It's the yeah. Wear his binoculars on his back. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
name has contact. Then you're the service. Bone, like, it has to be bone.
Here's a bus.
To those guests who joined us, welcome. Please remain seated while the motor coach is in.
Hi there, friends. Welcome back to the vlog. Yeah, so we just got back a little while ago from Animal Kingdom. We got there early in the morning, but I didn't realize before we went in that we could have gotten in earlier. We thought we had to.
We all made a rookie mistake.
Yes, we didn't look at the time the park opened. It opened at 8. We thought it opened at 9. So, yeah, but it worked out. So we got in line for the Pandora Flight of Passage, which we'd gone on in 2018 for the first time. Got to go on again. It's always a cool ride. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, so then after that we did Kilimanjaro Safaris. We got to see some wildlife, and then after that we did, what else did we do? We did lunch after that, then we did Dinosaur, and then we did Expedition Everest. For the latter three, of course, every time we got on the ride, when we got off, the line was shorter, of course, which, our luck. But it was still fun. We got a couple breaks in there too. So yeah, with that done, we're about to head out. We're going to be heading to dinner because it's my parents' anniversary, so we're going to be doing dinner at we ended up deciding on doing it at Old Key West, a hotel we haven't been to before. So we're gonna do that, and then from there head to Disney Springs for the most of the rest of the day. So yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Dude, it's cool on that one. This is Disney's Old Key West Resort. Please collect your belongings, watch your head and step when you disembark, and take small children by the hand. Thanks for riding with us, and welcome. time here at Disney Springs.
Hi there friends, welcome back to Trev's Vlogs, and welcome back to day 3 of Disney. Yeah, so this is just the end of the day vlog. I know I did an update after we got done with Animal Kingdom, and came back here. So then we ended up going to, well, we went via a Skyliner to Hollywood Studios and caught a bus to Old Key West where we were getting dinner. Ended up going around the whole of the resort before we ended up at our stop was the final stop for Olivia's Cafe, where we went to dinner at. It was pretty good actually. We enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it was good. From there, then we caught a bus to Disney Springs and again went through the whole resort. It takes like 10 minutes to go through that resort, just because it's not designed for buses to travel. So it's lots of twists, turns. Yeah, not great for buses. So yeah, we ended up at Disney Springs. Went through some of the Disney stores. Honestly, didn't buy a ton. Just didn't find much interesting there that we hadn't already seen or bought. So yeah, it was a bit of a bummer, but we did end up looking at some of the art, which is pretty cool, and then yeah, got some pastries for dessert, and then hopped on a bus back here. So yeah, not a super eventful evening, but it's good. Just kind of got to relax a little bit. So yeah, one more day tomorrow. Well, I'll see you in the morning for that. Night, guys. Hi there, friends. I hope you enjoyed that 4th episode of the Disney vlog. Yeah, we had a good combo day at Animal Kingdom and Disney Springs. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of both. And one of my favorite music sections of the series so far. With that leaves one more day at Disney. So the finale of the series will be coming soon. And we'll get to see Epcot and then the trip home. So hope you guys stay tuned for that. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.